Hi, this is Teresa with Laura at Petticoat Parlor, and today we have the Craft Along Winter Wonderland kit. So I'm going to start with stamping the background for the cardstock, for where you'll put your photos. It's the same principle as well for the one of the cards. So in this case, I'm going to use in this demo today, I'm going to, most of my colouring, the piece I'm going to show you, I will be using Marvy pens. I like Marvy pens because you can watercolour with them, although I'm not doing that here, but they also have, you can colour stamps with them directly onto the stamp, which is what I'm going to be doing. And for colouring, after we've stamped the pretty pattern, they're great for colouring because, especially for the small, tiny pieces, they have a very fine pen. So, let me start with the snowflake stamp. Okay, so now I have my stamp on a part of the stamp platform. I'm not going to use the stamp platform itself because I want to spread the snowflakes around. So, and because they're just background, you know, they don't have to be 100% the same colour. So I'm going to colour the stamp. You need a bit more on some pieces. And then down, stamp, move it again, stamp again, and you have one that's fainter than the other. So just continue doing that over your entire page, so that you get this type of effect. So having done it, I'm not going to keep on boring you by doing the same thing. So then you need to take your piece of pretty paper with the snowflakes. This is the side we're using. Trim off the bottom and cut 2 5-inch strips vertically. And they're going to be either side of your page. You will then be left with a 2-inch strip, which then we are going to use on the card, so we'll leave that for later. So when it comes to assembling the page, you have a snowflake that's pre-glued for you. You have Winter Wonderland that is already assembled. You have a log cabin that's already assembled, and you have some trees. Now we're going to add some glitter here. So this is the fun, messy part. Over here, in your pack, you have some wood snowflakes. Now they are a little fragile, so please be careful with those, but if they break, it's not the end of the world, because as you glue them down, you can push them back together. So let me get the pieces I need for the glitter. This is the glitter I'm using today is a semi-opaque white glitter, semi-transparent. And those of you who remember Sparkle and Sprinkle, they usually had glitter in their hair, and this is probably why. So you also need some either glitter paste or tacky glue. I am using tacky glue, small paintbrush. I suggest you glitter the trees now and let them dry before you assemble your page. But first of all, we're going to do a background colour on the snowflake, for which you have a gelato in your kit. You will need something a little bit damp, like a wet wipe. This is baby wipe. So you're going to rub the gelato gently onto the snowflake. Taking our wet wipe white, we just blend the blue in.
One thing Teresa didn't mention is to have a piece of paper under your workstation that you can clean up quickly.
Otherwise your dining room table might get a bit messy. So, then I have my trusted coffee filter. Somebody take this up for me. Okay. Glitter. And already I'm getting glitter everywhere. So now I'm going to unscrew my top of my tacky glue. Got my grandchildren's paintbrush. And just brush glue over your snowflake.
The gelato doesn't take that long to dry if you want to wait in between, but it's not necessary really.
So then I'm just going to put my snowflake in the coffee filter, taking a plastic spoon from the kitchen, slightly sprinkle, don't need a lot. And there we have our glittered snowflake, which leave to dry before you assemble your page. The same with the tree. Obviously if we want to, and the log cabin, you just want to put a bit of glitter on the tree. You don't need heaps, a little glitter goes a long way.
And everywhere.
Yes, and everywhere, all over my table. So again, we'll just leave that to dry. It will dry clear like remove the sample, like in the sample. So that is how we're going to play with the glitter you have. You will need some glue, as I mentioned earlier. Now moving on, remove my glitter.
Perhaps you need a bigger piece of paper next time.
Maybe. So now the other Christmas card, the other stamp that we have, you have the our own Merry Christmas stamp with the ornament. For this card, let me just move my wood out of the way. So you're going to stamp the ornament onto your white cardstock that you have. And this is one I did earlier. And as again, I am using the Marvy pens because I like the fact they have a fine point and a really fine point. So I'm just going to do a little bit of colouring. It's really easy to colour in the lines. Do you remember those colour by number kits they used to have? No numbers, but so you can get that fine point into the finer pieces of the tree. So just to show you. And then when it comes to the house itself, you can see the wood detail and the little snowman here on the tree and the little snowman's arms. I am using the very fine pen point, which is great also for writing a message inside. So this is good for doing the little snowman's arms. And then for the trim around the house. Normally I do the trim after I've done the main piece, but as just for the sake of expediency here today and the fact that you don't want to watch me colour a whole thing in.
The Marvy pens are all on our website.
So we can use those. Now, just moving on to a little final touch. I don't know if any of you have any Nuvo drops at home, But can I get the card back? On this card, as you can see, after I coloured it, and I stamped the snowflakes too with the Merry Christmas. And if you look there behind, you will see some of the leftover cardstock. I cut 1-inch strip to put underneath the Merry Christmas message. And here I added some glittery to my snowdrop that I'd stamped. This one, snowflake, I mean this one is just plain. But in the ornament itself, I've added some snowflakes and a bit of, I don't think I added any, oh yes, I added snowflakes there too. So here I have a white Nouveau drops. So this is the ornament that I mostly coloured earlier. So I'm gonna just add a few, you might want to just get it started. There we are. Add a few snowdrops just for that finishing touch after you've done your colouring. And the smoke coming out of the chimney. I haven't coloured that at all, I've left it white. I'm just adding some snowdrops, some white for the smoke. And again, just keep, add your snow for your snow globe, for your ornament. And you can add some extra snow to the roof of the little log cabin. And also, turn it, it's probably upside down to you now, but I'm just going to add a bit more to the snow on the ground. And you may have other glitters. Nouveau drops I think are particularly good because they do not take too long to dry. Obviously you have to leave it a little bit, so I would recommend that you either do it and like leave it for a piece, or you cut it out and glue it to your background and then put your snowdrops on after you've assembled the rest of your card. So in the kit you have some green cardstock and some extra of the slightly turquoise cardstock to make this card. You have some navy blue, you have some of the pale blue, this is a different blue that we used for this card, and you have a selection of snowflakes in glitter that you can put anywhere on your project. You could put them here as well, here on your pages, wherever you choose. So you've got extra snowflakes in your kit, so you can use them as you wish. So that is the basis of our kit. I'm sure most of you can finish it from what we've shown you today. And just to let you know that this weekend we have a Black Friday sale all weekend, up until midnight on Sunday night, of 25% off everything on our website. We have some new items on our website, some new Christmas laser cuts, some all sorts of things. We're adding all the time. Some new stamps too. We have a new llama stamp and camping. Well, camper, which is also has a welcome to your new home message on it. So check out the website. We have kits. We have kits on our website. We have, for those of you who just want something really simple, we have some simple pages that you just add your photos to and you're done. Ink, all sorts of things for making
gossip powders,
yeah.
All the snowflake button.
Yes, the snowflake button. You have a snowflake button. We have lots of other buttons that are handmade by a lady that works for us.
Huge range on the website.
Yes, so check out our website and hope to see you soon.